guys, welcome to join me today. Just gonna find a nice spot to set up a small camp and brew some tea and practice my skills. So I improvised a puff card on the camera, so hopefully you can hear me. I'm just gonna show you what it looks like. I just took some, I believe it's hemp cord, and braided it out a bit and attached it. So fingers crossed. Anyway, I want to share a quick tip. I've begun to do that after getting a few questions about small things. When you pick up bark, this is old birch bark. Get rid of the inner bark, you can see, and you're left with a very thin outer bark. It's not that potent as fresh birch bark, but still good. And it's been raining for like the better part of 3 months now, so everything is soaking wet. So what I do is I put it in my pants pocket, and the biggest the biggest muscles we have are in the legs, in the thighs, and we generate heat when we move, so that will dry them out quite quickly. So just a quick tip. made tent pegs. I have this design. I made this design for many reasons. Because I didn't just want them to be a tent peg. I just want tent pegs I can carve sticks, but I want to be able to use them in a fire as improvised skewers and base for cooking pots and so on. So quite happy with it. I'm gonna show it more in another video. This is just an exercise band, and can use it as an improvised tourniquet in a pinch. I do have a full-blown, or a medium, I should say, medical kit, so with trauma capabilities. But with this I can also stoke the fire. And it's quite convenient. Started raining a bit, so I moved the camera under the top. That's been crazy. We've only had 2 hours of sun for since November we had 2 hours. December we had 2 hours. And this month I think we're up to 2 hours already, so it's getting better. But everything is just soaking wet. I like this little setup. It's easy to use. It's hard to smother. You got all the holes around it. And for those of you that think this is the IKEA stove, it isn't. It's a knockoff. So I choose to put the feeding hole higher up so it doesn't fall out as easily. And with the tent pegs I'm able to configure it quite a bit. And I also have a grate that goes with the idea of the system. So trying to stay versatile and modular, so I can have fewer things that accomplish more, if that makes sense. They are quite heavy duty, but when I found I needed manufactured pegs, the ground was really hard, so otherwise I can just carve a stake and be done with it. But these are great. They are stainless steel 6mm stock, so just shy of a quarter of an inch. So I made the rings myself and welded it. Doesn't look the prettiest, but it works. Good enough for me. So today I'm gonna drink the tea I made earlier, made from fireweed. I stumbled on the name in that video, so I had to get it right this time. hard to see, but it's a honey yellow tint to the water, the tea I should say. Yeah, it's been starting to snow a bit, mixed with the regular rain, of course, so nice to have a little shelter to block out the wind. And cheers everyone. I really like this tea. First of all, it tastes like tea, but it's got a bit of a sweetness to it. So normally I have sugar, honey or something in it, but I don't really feel the imminent need to in this one. So my very basic knowledge of fermentation, I would say that it has helped to draw out the sugars in the leaves, and some of them were fermented, not into alcohol, I think at least. But it has helped to give it a bit of a sweeter taste. So I would highly recommend, if you're into stuff like that, to try and make your own tea and such. So it is quite rewarding, a lot of work of course at the time, but now I have a year's supply, so for about a day's work spread out over a time period of a week and a half, I got something I could share with my friends, and I could drink myself and so on, and family members. So yeah, quite nice. I'm gonna show some other stuff later on, in later videos, stuff I've made, and for those of you that are into making stuff yourself or trying it for the first time even, that you can be inspired and might pick up a couple of tips and tricks. So gonna pack up soon and head back. We only have light until 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and work day tomorrow, so I've had a nice time out in the woods, and I'm gonna head back. Out of camera there are a couple of pieces of large styrofoam. I'm gonna bring that with me, see if I can. There's one. Let's see, there. So gonna bring that with me. That's one of my principles, to always bring, for lack of a better word, crap with me from the woods. You've probably seen me do it in a number of videos, and I think that's a good principle, to leave no trace, or as I say, leave as minimal trace as possible. Everyone is traceable. Anyway, so I want to thank you for hanging out with me, and see you in the next video. Bye.